been thinking about this sleep fixing. So it's been almost a month, and the past 2 weeks I haven't done things right. At least the past week, I'm not quite sure because I haven't been sleeping enough. What I do know is that I've been going to bed late and waking up late, and surprisingly enough, sleeping very deep in that way than when I go earlier to bed. Now, I have tried to go early to bed, and I most of my life I go but late to bed, but I like going early to bed. It's just it feels makes me feel like a kid that doesn't want to go to bed. And I want to play, I want to be awake. It's better to be awake than sleepy. This is my alarm for the green beans that are cooking, but I think I can still have some leeway. um, so I can't really tell whether it's going early to bed that doesn't work for me, or me trying to resist slash sabotage myself not going early to bed. So I will take a challenge to to go early, so to speak, to bed and stay in bed whether I sleep or not, which is going to be awful. Now, the early in this new challenge is not going to be at 11 or 11:30 as I said before, and the waking up is not going to be at 7 or 8 as I said before. The early is going to be when I get home. I get to do what I need to do because there are things I need to do when I get home, and after I do them, I must go to bed. So I don't have I don't go on YouTube, I don't go on Pinterest, I don't browse a bit on the internet, Google things up. I don't stay awake reading until I can't stay awake anymore. I will just do what I have to do. And I will include 5 minutes to write down my thoughts because it sometimes helps when I get home to just something that might have stayed that or that I thought interesting or important or whatever. I like to just write it down, journal it down. So I will give myself 5 to 10 minutes to do that. And but to do that, I don't need the cell phone. And the waking up thing will be decided when I go to bed. So whenever I go to bed, I will put 7.5 hours later to wake up. That means it may not look like it, but I do have a lot of things to do. So if I don't wake up at an early hour, I won't be able to do them. And that will stress me out that day and the following day because I'll have twice as much things to do. And it's not a good way to be. It's not a good state to be in. I don't like it at all. So I'll try to run away from it by doing things right, meaning sleeping 7.5 hours, but at the same time waking up early, which would make my latest go to bed time midnight. So I would wake up at 7:30. But life happens, as I've noticed the past months. I can't decide an hour to go to bed. Sorry, I can do that when I'm home at night. But if I go out with someone, even if I go out during the day, early in the morning, I may get home late in the evening. And I'm not going to say, oh, I have to go home because I have to go to bed. I could. I have done that. Not with it. I'm with people. I'm enjoying myself. I'm going to do that. That's life. And then I'm going to adjust the sleeping to my life. I'm not going to live to sleep. I'm going to sleep to be able to live better. So when I'm not at home, this is going to what I'm going to do. Certain things I need to do, I do them. Right after doing them, go to bed. Sleepy or not, wanting to read or not, wanting to have the cell phone or not. Cell phone will be disconnected before I even enter the house. Otherwise, don't think I'll have a chance. Left either in the purse or somewhere around the house, but in the living room or kitchen, whatever, but not in the bedroom. Doesn't go into the bedroom. And the alarm I'm going to use is a dumb phone I have that I usually use for as an alarm because it doesn't have anything that interests me, and it has the most annoying sound to wake me up, and definitely wakes me up. Scaringly, but it wakes me up. As for the days that I am home, I have yet to decide. But I guess they will be defined by the days that I'm not home at the evening. Meaning, I will wake up at a certain time on a normal basis. So that normal time, if I consider it, will being 7.5 hours after going to bed, will give me the preferred go to bed time. And I don't want to change it from the weekend to the week. I want to keep it consistent. Obviously, if I feel a little bit more tired some days, I'll go to bed earlier. But I'm not allowed to go later unless I have to, in the sense of unless I'm not home and I can't go home earlier. Yeah. So going later to bed only if I get home after that time, or the things I have to do will allow me to go to bed only after that time. Otherwise, I will go to bed at the usual hour, and the usual hour will be defined by the usual wake up hour. And I'll see how this will go. At least I will not be in the pressure of I have to go to bed at a certain time, and I won't feel disappointed with myself, and I won't feel that I'm not following the plan. And also, it also means that I have to write down what I have to do when I get home, although I know, and what I can't do when I get home, although I also know. But I might be missing something, so I have to follow the plan and pay attention to what I really need. Because sometimes I'm hungry and I want to eat when I get home, and sometimes it's something that is already done. Sometimes I have to cook something, and other times I'm not hungry. Just a tea would be enough, and that would be great if I could do it every day. It doesn't matter, I have to observe. But this will be my challenge for the next month. I hope I managed to explain. So, summarizing, not to find a time to go to bed, go to bed. After getting home, do whatever I need to do, go to bed, and wake up 7.5 hours later, and then use the hour I'm going to wake up the following day to schedule my go to bed time every day, except if when I get home is later than that.